comfortable speaking in a podium, but the reason we say use a hand mic is you can utilize the space and connect with your audience. Please center Kavanga. It's okay to feel a bit nervous. Konja nervous-a irukkalam, konja scared-a irukkalam, but we want to see this change happen. Naliki, a lot of you can come up, you can prepare on your topics and speak, but today we at least want to see one student showcase an example for the others. Yes, just 2 to 3 minutes more than enough. Any topic, please tell us your name, what topic you are talking about.
Good morning, I am Catherine from the Department of BSc Forensic Science, second year. Yesterday they said that they gave some topics, they gave 6 topics and they said two of them will speak that and afterwards we should ask questions. But now they are saying that we should speak about that. There is a topic that mental health and suicide prevention. Suicide nowadays, more young students and most of them are going through many mental distress and they are committing suicide. Suicide is nothing but hurting ourselves. We should not hurt ourselves and we should prevent that by open up ourselves and we should tell that what are the problems we are facing in this world and we should tell that to our friends, our family members who is more concerned upon us. So we should not thought about it. We can make what are the problems that we are facing in nowadays are studying social media like that. So we should open up ourselves and we are the future for our India. So we should be brave and voice out what are the problems we are facing. Being girl child, we should open up and fight for what we love. Thank you.
Ellorum, please kite tattunga, because she did not even prepare what she was going to talk about. So stage ku vandu and she talked about such an amazing topic, mental health and suicide prevention. She said such amazing points. We should open up to our friends and family. She didn't just come up and speak about random facts. She gave solutions, what we should do to make sure we have good mental health. Amazing job. And we know that a lot of you are not prepared today, but I want you to take her as an inspiration for coming up on stage today. Naliki Kalila Yevlo pe pesa podinga. Can I see some hands up? You have all the time today to think about at least one topic that you are interested in, that you want to share. Can I see some hands up?
I want to see more hands up.
Yevlo per or video film panna podinga. I want to see a lot of hands up. Please raise your hands all the way
up. Raise your hands high.
Yes, can we have a huge round of applause for the people who are raising their hands? Yellow, please kite tattunga. Yes, so tomorrow we hope to see many more student speakers. And now it may seem all strange, how am I going to do this? But or a video film pannana, then you will understand the power that you have within yourselves. You will understand how talented you are and how you can communicate just like you did coming up here on stage. So thank you everyone for joining us for today's launch event. Tomorrow we hope to kick off with you student speakers coming forward. And you should note that it's very special because you are the first student speakers of this whole initiative. So the students from Indira Ganesan institutions are making the first video bites. So that is something you should be proud of as student speakers.
So I think just before we end, we have one more student speaker.
Yes, please introduce yourself and tell us what topic you are talking about.
Well, my name is Sharon. Myself Sharon. I'm going to talk about mental healthness and suicidal prevention. This might be a repeated topic, but I think I should definitely speak about this. So we are all youth, and the biggest problem we all are facing nowadays is the mental depression, and which pushes us to suicidal, right? So suicide is not only the end to the solution, whichever the distress or the stress or depression we are facing. Very importantly, friends, there is difference between depression and sadness. We all get sad upon something, but we depict them in the form of depression. Don't think just by viewing these social medias, Instagrams and Facebook and put them like, if you're having a small problem, you are in a depression. There is a biggest difference between depression and sadness. We are all sad but not depressed. Depression means like getting physically ill and mentally more illness. If you are all are facing depression, we wouldn't have been seated here. We are all in some kind of sadness which we have to recover and come out with ourselves. So, in the beginning of the program, as they all said, APJ Abdul Kalam, Sachin Tendulkar, everyone glow up with their different skills. I hope also many of us here, we have some different kind of skills we are good at, like some at singing, some at dancing, some at public speaking, and different skills. So don't waste your time simply sitting with the sadness. The sadness will come just for a day, right? So we should not focus it on a long time. If we focus on the positive attitude towards and give a consistent effort, we can also glow up like them. So making a suicidal prevention also, it is not the only thing which will give you a solution. If your friend is in a depression, you can help them to come out. And very firstly advise them, it is not depression, it is just a small sadness you have to overcome. So help your friend. Always don't let people to be alone, and very firstly don't be alone. Like don't think when everybody left us it is a loneliness, etc. You are never alone. You always have your parents, your friends and everybody to communicate with. So always be in a committee where you can express your thoughts, communicate with people. It will definitely bring you out of sadness, right? So sadness and depression, there is a difference, and don't push yourself into sadness. When something gets sad, just think upon what makes you sad. Just try to overcome the problem, right? Being sad for us, and nowadays very funny thing is that we all post up our views like in WhatsApp status and Instagram stories that I'm sad, I'm depressed, I'm lonely. Never. Just stop making that habit. It will really prevent you from becoming more depressed. Instead, just put your social medias away, and like you can spend your time with your brother or sister or your friends, or go for outdoor activities. It will definitely change you. And to all my friends here, listen, sadness is not the thing you have to think about. Just take it as a challenge. Whenever you're sad, you can just put up into new activities where you might result somewhere big. And a very great example we have here is our Harpit and Harpita. They are very young entrepreneurs. So every single people here, you have some talent within yourself. So I request and I wish to see every one of you in some way big in future.
Thank you so much. Elorum, please Kaitatilga. This was an amazing example of what this movement is about. She came up here and she spoke about mental health and suicide prevention. Now, both of them spoke about the same topic. But did you all learn something new in both of their speeches? Yes, because you talked about the difference between sadness and depression and why we should understand that, which is amazing because you made people understand the negative influence of social media. How does social media affect our mood? How should we help a friend who is feeling hopeless or depressed? And did you all notice Nariya body language use pannanga? While she was speaking, she was using her hands. She made eye contact. A question kuda ketanga. What is the difference between sadness and depression? And she also said, friends, listen. So attention grab pannanga. These are the simple things that we want all of you to come up and do. This was a perfect example, both of you. So can we have a very, very, very huge round of applause? So this is what Youth Inspire Talks is about. Cultivating student speakers who are going to be the leaders for the next generation. So Naliki, we hope to see many more student speakers. It's okay to prepare and come. There's nothing wrong with preparing what to say. When we start out, you might not be the best speaker, but it is improving and willing to come up on stage that counts. So Naliki, we hope to film a lot more video bites. And thank you all so much for being a part of this initiative. I think we have one more student speaker. Yes, please come.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Hari Prasad, Department of Pharmacy. So first of all, I would like to thank for giving me this opportunity to talk in front of you. So I would like to talk about global warming. First of all, why I selected this topic is that I love my nature, so I selected this topic. So talking about global warming is the increase in the temperature and of the environment, and this is due to the increase in the concentration of carbon dioxide, and this lead to many problems. That is, ozone layer depletion is now a serious concern. So due to the ozone layer depletion, there is an increase in the number of skin cancers. So the main reason for the global warming is nothing but using fossil fuels. So the first way to decrease the global warming is to reduce the consumption of fossil fuels and to promote the use of eco-friendly fuels and to promote solar energy. And nowadays, there are lot of electric vehicles are available. So if we are using these electric vehicles, surely we can control global warming. And recent researchers have been found that many important cities of India, especially Kochi and Chennai, have been found to be may sink due to increased depletion of snow in Antarctica. So if you have to live, you have to surely control the global warming. And thank you for giving this opportunity.
Thank you so much. Can we have a round of applause?
Thank you so much for coming up here, and you spoke about global warming, a very, very need of the hour issue, an environmental problem. And something so amazing is, did you all hear Nariya facts use Pananga? You talked about ice melting, fossil fuels, what researchers in Kochi in India have to say. So this shows that you have that knowledge. And coming up here, you have shared it. I'm pretty sure everybody here learned something new, something they did not know before. And that is what we want you to do as student speaker. Amazing job. You gave out your thoughts fluently. And coming to the idea of global warming, it reminds us of something. Yaralam inga non-vegetarians. How many of you are non-vegetarians here? Please don't be scared. Even we're non-vegetarians, you can raise your hand. Yes, I know a lot of you love biryani, we all do. Now, interesting fact though, he talked about global warming. Did you all know that in the meat industry, nariya carbon dioxide emissions kudukkudu? That's one interesting thing you can learn today. So just like this, there's so many interesting things you can talk about. But as you can see, first time kekkamode, not many of you came up to speak. Now I said thank you 3 times, and every time a new student came up. That is the transformation we want to see. Please applaud these 3 people for being role models in today's event. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And as student speakers, we will be awarding everyone with their very own Youth Inspire badge to get the recognition you deserve. So in the video Bytes create Panamode, you will be sharing it on our website, on social media. These will last forever, lifelong ke irkum. So your impact can be heard across the world. It will always be there. Even after 10 years, you can show someone this video where you spoke about global warming, where you spoke about education. So this is an impactful initiative. Harpit, could you help out? Okay, we request ma'am to come up and award the badges to the
You can
student
come up,
speakers.
ma'am, and award the badges.
So naliki nariya pair badges vaanga poringa, and I want you all to come prepared. Any topic. Yes, please, ma'am and sir.
Please come up.
And can I hear a lot of encouragement for these 3 amazing student speakers? Yes, ma'am. Please award them with their Youth Inspire badge. Please kite the tinga, and I want to hear a lot of energy.